So I was called a scammer yesterday and it really hurt. And I realized that it's because I have failed to properly explain how we are able to protect homeowners against the predatory practices that insurance companies can use to screw homeowners over and how we're able to do it entirely for free. So that's going to end right now. It sounds like a scam, and I get it. And you have every right to be skeptical because the world sucks. And 99.999% of the time, this would be too good to be true. I'm going to spend the next few minutes explaining exactly why we are doing this, exactly how we're doing it, exactly how we make money, and also exactly how you can help us make this successful. So I've had multiple people quit their jobs and join my team once they saw what we are doing because they understand the incredible impact that we can have on thousands, if not millions of people all over the United States. So bottom line up front, we are able to provide the exact data that a homeowner needs to protect themselves from insurance companies denying storm claims and leaving homeowners with the bill. This directly prevents them from the three most common tactics that they use. We're also able to do this for the homeowners entirely for free, no strings attached, period. That's it. So let's discuss why we were even able to do this. So number one, according to the New York Times, the insurance companies have a reported collective loss of $60 billion due to storm damage claims. They made a massive, massive mistake and are now trying to find creative ways to prevent homeowners from getting their claims approved or even preventing them from making claims in the first place. So just to give you an idea, here in Oklahoma, the insurance companies have lobbied to make it to where the homeowners are required to pay the deductible and made it illegal for the roofing companies to actually help the homeowners with that payment. So homeowners who are in a bad financial situation are just not able to file the claim because they can't even afford the deductible. They also made the process incredibly difficult by using the following three tactics to reduce or deny a claim. Number one, they will say that the damage isn't severe enough to warrant a replacement and should only be repaired despite it being completely evident. They will send an adjuster out to essentially waste the roofer and the homeowner's time to the point to where the homeowner just accepts the settlement and takes whatever they're offering. Yesterday, I spent the afternoon with my uncle who has stage 4 cancer, okay? He has been a faithful client for the last 34 years, and this is exactly the claim that they use for the last 3 months, okay? He has had to do several supplements, letters, phone calls, and had multiple people come out. His insurance company has said the decision is final, and the only other possible option is for him as a homeowner to sue the insurance company directly. So I have also started a claim on my own roof. The roof is totaled by legal definition, and their initial assessment is 20% of the total claim. So I'm having to start the exact same fight just like my uncle. So number two, they will then say the damage occurred outside of your coverage period and that they're not actually responsible. What they do is they say, we think it happened in 2018, but it looks like your policy started in 2019, so we're actually not going to cover it, or we're just going to give you a lesser amount, and we'll take some of the risk off of you, right? Well, here's the deal. Most homeowners are not going to have the evidence to support that. It is not old damage, and they don't want to fight against a massive insurance company, and so they'll just take the smaller claim, and they're stuck with the bill, right? So the third one is they'll say that the damage was actually caused by the roofer during the initial inspection process. Yes, they'll say it is damage, but we believe it was caused by a roofer who just wants to make it appear as if it's more damage than it actually wasn't. And it's your job as the homeowner to prove that it wasn't the roofer. So Those are the issues across this entire industry, and these are the things that insurance companies are doing to deny claims. However, what if I told you that I have a way to completely destroy all three of these tactics beyond a shadow of a doubt? As some of you guys may know, I am the drone instructor at Francis Tuttle Institute of Technology in Oklahoma City. I have 3 years of extensive experience in the drone industry, and at Francis Tuttle, we are building a state-of-the-art facility with the best drones and equipment in the world. Most drones that are used by roofers are not high quality. Ours are, and this is a very critical, important thing in the next step. So let's go through all three of the tactics, but let's use a $4,000 drone, okay? Number one, it isn't damage. Well, very expensive drones with extremely high resolution cameras about 3 feet from the surface of the roof are able to see every single rock on the shingle to put the burden of proof back on the insurance companies. Okay. Now, you have to have a high resolution drone. It has to have the right camera itself has to be the right one. These are not cheap. The sensor size has to be extremely large to capture the data you need to get that very, very fine resolution and all those little intricate pieces of the actual shingle itself. This is not something you can go cheap on. You have to use the right drones. Okay, I have had several insurance adjusters contact me and tell me that I'm a snake oil salesman and that drones cannot provide good enough detailed images to protect the homeowner. However, when I sent them the actual footage, each one of them had taken back their statement and told me very clearly that they were wrong and that the images that we can produce are absolutely going to protect the homeowners and will revolutionize this industry. Okay, number one. Number two, the damage is old. Well, the drones that we use have an unmodifiable GPS coordinates and timestamps that provide undeniable proof of your roof's current condition. These absolutely hold up in court and are widely accepted. If you currently have damage, I cannot help you protect yourself against this claim against insurance companies. I cannot prove the damage is not old. But if you do not have damage, I can provide a clear timestamp of when there was no damage, okay? That is why it is actually better to have this done before there is damage and then not after. We can say that any damage after this happened after the inspection. I want the roof to not have damage. That is when I can provide you the most value. Okay, number three, the roofer himself caused the damage. Well, I mean, we don't have to get on the roof. So, we couldn't have done it because we never got on the roof to actually capture it. This completely destroys our entire argument. So, that one was really simple. So, what does this look like? We go out to the house, we capture the data, and then we send the homeowner the raw data as well as a completely free artificial intelligence report that is able to automatically detect the damage. We have had great success with it, but we are still working on getting it better. Now, this is really important. Whether or not the artificial intelligence actually works 100% of the time is completely irrelevant, okay? It's a good software, but it makes mistakes. But that's not the important thing. Remember, the high resolution imagery that we take with the drone actually has the timestamps and details to provide what you need to fight with insurance companies. You should now understand why this is able to help you. So now, how are we able to do this for homeowners entirely for free? This is why I keep getting called a scammer, and this is what the catch is. This is the catch. You ready? So, number one, because we can do it at such low cost and low marketing, we don't have to do much marketing. Why do we say that? Any small business owner can tell you that advertising is extremely expensive. However, if we provide enough value to homeowners that they are willing to tell their friends, families, coworkers, neighbors, community members, etc., okay, then we don't have to pay for advertising. We want this to be entirely word of mouth and referrals. Our gamble here is that if we are able to protect you and your family from predatory insurance company tactics that you would be willing to tell at least 2 people. Okay? If you are willing to tell at least 2 people on average, then that will provide us the ability to grow exponentially, and then things really get wild. All right? So, we are already planning on expansions, not just in Oklahoma City, but Tulsa, Dallas, San Antonio, Wichita, Salina, Kansas, Springfield, Missouri, Kansas City, Denver, Odessa, and Amarillo. Right now, we are working on those markets, building up those networks to support this. So, we understand the extraordinary power of word of mouth, so we are building a model that's able to support it. All right, number 2. The second reason we're able to do this for free is because we are able to outsource our pilot network. Many companies are starting to quickly realize how valuable the data is that we're providing, okay? I have had several roofers, insurance adjusters, real estate agents, and other businesses asked to use our pilots to capture reports for their own clients, okay? We are able to outsource the pilots for an attractive rate to those people, which helps provide revenue to keep our team growing, okay? Later, I'll explain how you can get on board, but just understand that it isn't necessarily cheap, but good luck finding others who have the high-quality drones and software required to provide the data we can. Each of our pilots is also required to have an LLC, their Part 107 FAA license, and they also have to have insurance. Why do we do this? Because our entire goal here is to protect homeowners from liability. Other organizations do not do this, but we do. Number 3, we partner with ethical local businesses for revenue. So what this looks like, since we are able to talk directly with homeowners, some businesses have asked to get included in the packet that we give to homeowners. Each business is aggressively screened and held to a very high code of conduct. The reason why? Our business is built on trust with the homeowners at the heart, so we will not allow anyone who operates unethically in our referral network. Number 4, donors and angel investors. Okay, we have a great mission that has potential to help a tremendous amount of people. We have had people reach out to us to offer a line of credit and also just to donate to our cause so that we can grow and succeed. We are not a nonprofit organization, but we are able to use our reach to do some great things and provide valuable service. Number 5, we introduce ethical roofers to our homeowners. Now, as you can probably imagine, I have had a lot of roofers who want to get involved. This was really hard to find a way that made sense for us while also retaining the homeowner's trust. So this right here, this is the catch that people get caught on. Every roofer we work with is aggressively screened. We do interviews, supply house references. We go to the contract board and make sure that they're in good standing. And we are added to their insurance to make sure it doesn't lapse. We only work with local roofers and we will guarantee their work. The roofer is told with no level of uncertainty they will take care of homeowners and we will go after them if they don't. We will remove them from the program and we will fight alongside the homeowner to make it right if they are not treated correctly. So, when there is clear damage on your roof, we will give the homeowner the option. Okay, I'll say that again. If there's clear damage, we will give the homeowner the option to speak to one of our partner roofers. If the homeowner says no at any time, they will not be introduced. The data is not shared with the roofer until after the homeowner gives explicit consent. If the homeowner wants to talk to one of our partner roofers, our team will be in contact with the homeowners as well to ensure the process is being done ethically and correctly. The homeowner will have a local point of contact with my company to help mediate and work alongside the homeowner. Our roofers will take care of you because we will make sure of it. If you have had a bad experience with a roofing company, my team wants to know details so we can exclude them from our list as well. So that's the catch, guys. If there is damage and you give complete and total consent, we will help you make sure that you are taken care of through the process. If any part of this is unethical or can be improved, please let me know, because this part of the process is what allows us to make this entirely for free for homeowners. If this doesn't exist, I can't help protect your family, your friends, your neighbors, or anyone else that you care about entirely for free. So now you understand the why and the how, along with the huge catch in our business. So how can you help? Help me get the word out, guys. Seriously, like, share this post, be an advocate for us, do anything and everything you can to help spread this message. This is a very unique opportunity to legitimately help homeowners, ethical local business owners, and drone pilots. It is legitimately a win-win-win for all involved. The only ones who absolutely do not win are insurance companies. And I'll make it very clear, I do not feel bad about this, given that they have put my uncle, who has stage 4 cancer, through the absolute ringer for the last 3 months. Okay? I think this should be newsworthy. I think that this message should be on the front page of local and national papers. I think that I should be getting on radio, on podcasts, on TV stations, talking about this program. I will share this message with anyone who's willing to listen. We are a group of Army veterans. I have personally deployed 3 times, and most of the people on the team are also veterans. We know what it's like to fight for something bigger than ourselves. This is the fight. Now that I have shared my secret with the world, okay, this is what this video is doing. I have spent months working on. I expect others to copy what we are doing. If I do not take advantage of this opportunity now, someone else will, who will not have the homeowners at the core of the message. This concept is extremely valuable and repeatable. Nothing here is patentable. If we do not grow, someone else will. Fortunately, I do have a lot of experience and am qualified to grow this business due to the military time of growing large organizations. This is the next thing I'm going to talk about. How do we grow? I have 6 different Google form documents in the description of this video. The first form, if you are a homeowner and you want to be protected from insurance companies, I don't care where you're at. As long as we are successful and we are able to help, we will do everything in our power to help. I don't care if you're in Oklahoma City. I don't care if you're in Sacramento, California. I don't care if you're in Albany, New York. I don't care if you're in Tampa Bay, Florida, or anywhere else in between, okay? Just give my team permission to help you. We will call you, we will coordinate a time, and we will ensure that you want us on your property. But we want to help anyone and everyone who wants to be helped. The second form, if you are a small business owner who wants to get involved and get your business added to the local package so we can help do the marketing for you and send this to homeowners in your area, let me know. Again, it doesn't matter where in the country you are, but you will be screened to protect our homeowners from people that are not putting their best interests in your mind, okay? So we only want to work with people who have homeowners at the heart of their message, and we'll take care of them. The third one, if you're a roofer who wants to get in on our network, but I warn you, before you fill it out, this is a word of caution. Your company will be aggressively screened, and we do not compromise. There is a strict code of conduct. You will take care of our homeowners, or you will be held accountable. Again, if this is you, anywhere in the country, just let me know. Now, the fourth form, if you are interested in contracting out my pilots. Right now, we are keeping this model very, very simple. We offer one service, but we do it extremely well. In the future, we will expand, but we have to keep things very simple in order to scale. Roofers, real estate agents, ladder assist programs, HOAs. These are some of the things that I think will benefit from this really high resolution, detailed roof inspections along with this AI software. I think these are the right people, but if you have other ideas, let me know. Now, the fifth one, for any pilots who want to get added to our network, you will be required to have an LS Part 107, insurance, yada, yada, yada. You have to have this, because we have to protect our homeowners from liability. Now, you are paid per house, but the more referrals we get, the more houses you can capture in a day, right? It makes the cluster, the spread a lot tighter. So it does make sense the more people we have refer. Now, I would argue that this is one of the highest grossing platforms out there for a drone pilot. And I want to make it very clear. We are working on incentivizing pilots more in the future. We recognize this is our weakest part of this program, but I am aggressively working on a model that will outcompete with every other pilot network in the country by a lot. Be patient, but it is coming. Now, the sixth one, this is for partnership opportunities. Angel investors, line of credit, donations, etc. If this message resonates with you and you want to get involved financially to help us succeed, I want to have that conversation with you. Now, also, if you want to join my incredible team, that's also an option. Use that form as well for that as well. Now, it isn't every day that you get the opportunity to help build something so dang awesome that impacts so many people. So, guys, thank you for your time. I really do appreciate it. I want you guys to fill the comment section with as many stories of where insurance companies have violated your trust. I want to know your story. Give my team words of encouragement, motivation, fuel. Tell others the different situations you've seen where insurance companies have absolutely violated your trust and have screwed you over, okay? Let me help you, and in return, I only ask that you tell others. I don't think that's unfair. All right. Thank you, guys, and I hope this message spreads. Please tell your friends. Just let people know, because I think we have something really, really special here, but I need help. See you guys.